How did you start out, and how did you become interested in scoring trailers?
Right. I started with music just playing piano and wanting to be a songwriter and then wanting to be a jazz pianist at one point. And I was fortunate enough to have my wife buy me a class one day, and it was for a class at UCLA. And the class was really for writing music for film and television using electronic equipment. And the person that actually taught the class was Robert Etol, and who is my dear friend and colleague now. And from there on, I started doing custom trailer music with him, and which led me into an X-Ray Dog, becoming a composer for X-Ray Dog, and then I started doing a lot of cartoons and reality TV shows. And from that became the passion when I started seeing the enjoyment I got from trailer music. Then I started doing trailer music full time.
Cool. What about you, Kevin?
I started out playing guitar.
Okay.
I was in various rock bands growing up. Went to music school, and basically there I was introduced to classical music, to jazz, and that's when I started realizing that composition is where it's at. It's like I never really saw myself as just a guitar player. I wanted to compose music and work with different instruments and different sounds, but it wasn't until a few years later that I really decided to do it professionally. At first I wanted to be I wanted to get into doing film soundtracks, and I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know anybody. So I had a computer, I had some synths, trying to put some kind of demo reel together, and I got a job editing and mixing ringtones for this company. Through that, I met Paul, and I started in this profession actually as Paul's assistant and doing sound design, and it was perfect for me because Audiomachine was brand new and there was a lot of opportunity to be had. So just working really hard and getting used to the format of composing for trailer music, and at that I didn't know what trailer music was. I, like many other people, I had no idea that the music used in trailers was totally different than what was used in the score. Mm-hmm. But quickly learned that it was a genre that had the exact kind of music that I wanted to do. And I actually gave him my first demo, and he said, your composition is okay, but the production is really horrible. So
I did ask him though if he wanted an honest answer or
he did. He asked, do you want me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you really want my honest answer? With that honesty, I just it really helped me just look at things from a professional level and then work really hard.
How did Audiomachine start?
Yeah, Audiomachine came from an idea of me wanting to have a full creative freedom of my own compositions. And a really dear friend of mine, Carol Savinsky, and I got together, and we decided to form a partnership and start this company, and where I will handle the creative part of the company and she will handle the business part of the company, and we will meet in the middle to create all the decisions that come together and take the meetings together and all that. And that's how Audiomachine was born, was just the idea of having full control of creativity.
What is your newest release?
We just finished a release called Deus Ex Machina, and it's pretty much a true cutting-edge hybrid. How did you describe it? You had a great description for it.
Well, he wrote this cue, and it was just blasting out of the speakers. I told him it's like if Trent Reznor was to decide he was going to start writing trailers.
Yeah.
He'd probably do something like this.
So it's kind of like this hybrid that has a lot of electronic, a lot of edgy stuff with the orchestra that's processed in a non-traditional way, and it's pretty edgy. You know, it's really fun to do. It's just like really a lot of exploring and try to make it bigger than life, which is really fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your latest release, Labyrinth, was it a fantasy adventure release?
We did a fantasy adventure, but it was also, there's epic adventure and epic drama. Everybody likes the big stuff. I mean, it's just fun to be able to write the drama. I mean, Kevin
I only wrote
the drama for that release, so we absolutely, you know, love it like everybody else does. And we love to do it in a different way, but you know, as you know, trailer music is just not one genre. It's like so many different styles, and when you push yourself to do the different styles, it challenges you in the ones that you enjoy doing as well. So you start thinking of those in a different way. Am I right that way?
Yeah, I think it's the best thing about writing music for trailers is that it's so modern. It's so what's going on right now, and it's also encourages you to push the envelope and try new ideas and make, you know, combine orchestra with hardcore electronica or with guitars or with big rock drums. So it's a lot of fun to put those different things together, and it makes you really work, because a lot of times it doesn't go together very well.
Yeah.
Know? So, you know, I love it for that reason alone.
The music has been licensed in countless trailers and motion picture campaigns. Have you found that the trailers and the music has changed?
Absolutely, yeah. It goes through cycles. You know, there's the electronica cycle, there's the rock cycle, and then there's the full orchestra epic cycle. And then it just really keeps going. We went through a big rock orchestra phase when the 300 score came out, and that was just like the style. I think it's still a little bit around, but
yeah, it's starting to reinvent itself in different ways.
In a completely different way, yeah. Before that was you know, the Fatboy Slim and Moby and Chemical Brothers and everything in the industry was that. And what is the trend now?
I don't know.
You tell us if you figure it out. You know, it's like,
we take a lot of feedback just from other supervisors as well.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, I mean, you know, it's always a question that we always ask. It's like, what is it that you guys are looking for that we are not doing? The industry is always looking for a certain type of trailer music, but they're also looking for something new all the time. And that something new is pretty much like a lottery, because they can tell you, oh, we're looking for something that sounds like this. By the time you do it, that trend is gone. So you have to come out with something that's unique, that doesn't sound like somebody else, to set a new trend. The way we approach it is like something that we really enjoy to do and listen to, and if it hits, great. And we try to do it in our own unique way that is creative, not trying to do the same old thing, pretty much, and just have fun at it, because we absolutely love what we do. It's just it's this really passionate work. It's not just, hey, let's just put out something because it's, you know, it's being used. It's just, we really enjoy doing it. You know, we would do it as records if it wasn't for the industry that we're doing.
Are there any other artists or composers that you admire or find inspiration from?
Lots. Kevin will start and I'll take over.
yeah, geez, I mean,
It's always a tough question.
Yeah.
everything from Mozart to Bach to Debussy to Rush to, you know, Mastodon to Soundgarden to Hans Zimmer, Harry Gregson Williams, to this guy, to the other composers, you know,
Yeah.
other trailer composers as well. I'm very inspired hearing what they're doing and stuff, and makes me work harder. I'm sure, you know, same with Paul as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. First our peers, I really enjoy their work. They're all like dear friends of mine, and I love classical as he does. I mean, I grew up playing piano, so for me, just like when I retrieve, I'm listening to Mozart and Beethoven and Debussy, like he said, and I love modern stuff. But you know, soundtracks is really like the passion. So I'm always listening to the latest composers that are doing the latest movies, and it's always exciting.
Trailers are seen by a global audience, and the music from them is gaining more recognition every year. What do you think about the growing popularity of trailer music, with companies like Two Steps from Hell doing public releases?
I think Two Steps from Hell is a phenomenon. Are you kidding? It's like they're like the Beatles. I think it's awesome. No, actually, I think it's fantastic. I mean, those guys are our peers, and everybody. I mean, Kaveh and Michael are dear friends of mine, and I've met the media guys and all these guys. Robert Etoll is like a dear friend, a colleague. He's my mentor. All these guys are like really good friends of mine, and bringing awareness to this industry is fantastic. It's like a bunch of forums that they're really passionate about it. I think it's fantastic. I mean, Audiomachine is me and Carol. She's my partner, and she is like the face of Audiomachine on a daily basis, and she pretty much gets a daily request on when we're going to release a public release, if not maybe two or something, and she sends them to me and she goes, when we're ready to do this. And so
That was my next question.
Oh, it was okay. So no, it's all good. If there's the demand, then we're gonna put it out. And we've thought about it maybe for next year. Maybe you can do a poll out there. Do people want to hear existing stuff that we've licensed before, or do they want to hear a brand new release that nobody has heard of before? I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a market for there. I think it's fantastic that there's trailer music fans. I think it makes it more exciting, because even though it doesn't really affect our business, it's very gratifying to know that people are enjoying your art. It really is. Yeah.